With such a diverse array of teams and a constant churn rate of young players breaking the big leagues, getting injured or never quite realising their potential, the NRL has never really been known as one of Australia's big money leagues. 2024 has ushered in a new era for these top-earning players. The top 10 now features players who have all eclipsed the elusive 7 figures in their yearly earnings, an amount originally reserved for the finest of Hall of Famers. More players earning bigger bucks is a sign of the rugby league gaining a more global following, and the NRL remains pretty much untouched in its status as the pinnacle of the sport. These are the 10 highest paid players in the NRL this season. Now, let's talk about one of the most electrifying players in the NRL. Tom Trbojevic of the Manly Sea Eagles, who kicks off the list at number 10. Trbojevic, often called Turbo Tom by fans and commentators, is reportedly on a contract worth around $1.1 million per year. This puts him among the highest paid players in the NRL, and for good reason. Trbojevic is arguably the most influential player in the competition when he's on the field. His size, speed and ball-playing ability make him a nightmare for opposition defences. In the 2021 season, he was nearly unstoppable, winning the Dally M medal despite playing only 15 games. Trbojevic signed a 6-year extension with Manly back in 2020, worth a reported $1.1 million per season. This deal was a huge commitment from the Sea Eagles, especially considering Turbo's injury history. The challenge for Turbo has always been staying on the field. Injuries have plagued his career, with hamstring issues being a particular concern. This has led some to question whether his hefty salary is justified given the amount of time he spent on the sidelines. Trbojevic is a marquee player who puts bums on seats. His popularity with fans and his clean-cut image makes him a valuable asset for both the club and the NRL as a whole. Next up on our list of top earners is the Sydney Roosters fullback and captain James Tedesco. Tedesco, often referred to as Teddy by fans and teammates, is reportedly on a contract worth around $1.1 million per year. This puts him among the highest paid players in the NRL, and when you look at his impact on the field, it's easy to see why. Tedesco signed this lucrative deal with the Roosters back in 2020, extending his stay with the club until the end of 2025. This contract was a reward for his consistently brilliant performances since joining the Roosters in 2018, during which time he's helped the team to 2 premierships. What makes Tedesco worth this hefty price tag? Well, simply put, he's the complete package. His attack is world-class. He's got the speed to break the line, the footwork to beat defenders one-on-one, and the ball-playing skills to create opportunities for his teammates. Off the field, Tedesco brings even more value to the Roosters. As captain, he's a leader both on and off the field. Plus, as one of the faces of the NRL, he brings star power that helps fill seats and sell merchandise. Now, let's talk about one of the NRL's most impressive rising stars, Nicho Hynes of the Cronulla Sharks. Hynes' journey to becoming one of the league's top earners is nothing short of remarkable. After a breakout season with the Melbourne Storm in 2021, Hynes signed a lucrative deal with the Sharks that's reportedly worth around $1.2 million per year. This contract raised a few eyebrows when it was first announced. After all, Hynes had only played 36 NRL games at that point, mostly as a utility player. In his first season with Cronulla in 2022, he took home the Dally M medal as the league's best player, becoming only the second player in history to win the award in their first season as a starting halfback. What makes Hynes worth his $1 million price tag? First and foremost, it's his versatility. He's equally comfortable playing halfback, 5/8, or fullback. But it's not just about his positional flexibility. Hynes has a complete skill set that makes him a threat from anywhere on the field. He's got a pinpoint kicking game, excellent game management skills, and the ability to break the line with his running game. Let's shift our focus to one of the most dominant forwards in the game, Payne Haas of the Brisbane Broncos. Haas isn't just making waves on the field, he's also making headlines with his paycheck. In 2023, Haas signed a massive contract extension with the Broncos, reportedly worth around $1.2 million per year. This deal not only made him one of the highest paid players in the NRL, but also the highest paid prop in the league's history. At just 24 years old, Haas has already established himself as one of the premier forwards in the game. What sets him apart is his incredible work rate. He consistently tops the charts for runs and meters gained by a forward, often playing 60-plus minutes, a rarity for a prop in the modern game. What's particularly impressive about Haas is his consistency. Since his debut in 2018, he's been named in the Dally M Team of the Year multiple times and has represented both New South Wales in State of Origin and Australia at the international level. Off the field, Haas has had his share of controversies, including some disciplinary issues early in his career. However, he's shown significant growth and maturity in recent years, becoming a leader within the Broncos squad despite his young age. Next up on our list of top earners, we've got a player who's quickly become one of the most imposing forwards in the NRL, Tino Fa'asuamaleaui of the Gold Coast Titans. Fa'asuamaleaui, often simply called Tino due to his tongue twister of a surname, signed a massive contract extension with the Titans in 2022. This deal, which runs through 2026, is reportedly worth around $1.2 million per year, putting him among the highest paid forwards in the game. Standing at 197 centimeters and weighing 115 kilograms, Tino is a physical specimen. He uses his size and strength to great effect, consistently bending the defensive line and creating quick play the balls. But what sets him apart from other big forwards is his mobility and work rate. Tino routinely plays 60-plus minutes per game, which is impressive for a big man. He's not just making up the numbers either. He's consistently among the Titans' top performers in terms of run meters, tackle breaks, and tackles made. But Tino's value to the Titans goes beyond just his on-field performances. At just 24 years old, he's already the captain of the team. The Titans' willingness to give him this responsibility speaks volumes about his leadership qualities and maturity. Now, let's talk about one of the most consistent playmakers in the NRL, Daly Cherry Evans of the Manly Sea Eagles. Cherry Evans, often referred to as DCE, has been one of the highest-paid players in the NRL for years, thanks to a headline-grabbing contract he signed back in 2015. This deal, famously dubbed the lifetime contract, was initially worth a reported $10 million over 8 years. Over the years, Manly has restructured and extended his deal several times to help with salary cap management. As of 2024, Cherry Evans is still one of the top earners in the NRL, with his salary estimated to be around $1.2 million per year. So, what makes DCE worth this kind of money year after year? Well, it all starts with his on-field performance. Cherry Evans is one of the most skilled and consistent halfbacks in the game. His kicking game is top-notch, his game management is excellent, and he has a knack for coming up with clutch plays when his team needs them most. One thing's for sure, Cherry Evans' contract will go down as one of the most notable in NRL history, both for its length and its value. Whether you think he's worth the money or not, you can't deny the impact he's had on the Sea Eagles and the broader NRL landscape. Next up on our list of top earners, we've got a player who's become one of the most reliable playmakers in the NRL, Mitchell Moses of the Parramatta Eels. Moses signed a lucrative contract extension with the Eels in 2023, keeping him at the club through 2026. This deal is reportedly worth around $1.25 million per year, putting him among the highest-paid players in the NRL. Let's start with his on-field performance. Moses has one of the best kicking games in the NRL. Whether it's a pinpoint bomb, a grubber in behind the line, or a long-range touch finder, Moses can do it all with the boot. But Moses is more than just a good kicker. He's developed into an excellent game manager with the ability to control the tempo of a match. His passing game is crisp, and he's got the vision to spot and exploit gaps in the defensive line. What's particularly impressive about Moses is how he's grown as a player since joining the Eels in 2017. His game management and decision-making have improved dramatically, and he's become much more consistent in his performances. Now let's talk about one of the NRL's most exciting players, Cameron Munster of the Melbourne Storm. Munster signed a 4-year extension with Melbourne at the end of 2022, reportedly worth around $1.3 million per season. This deal came after intense speculation that he might leave for a bigger payday elsewhere. So, what makes Munster worth this hefty price tag? Simply put, he's a game changer. His unpredictability and ability to produce magic moments make him one of the most dangerous players in the NRL. Munster's versatility is a huge asset. He's equally comfortable at 5/8, fullback, or in the centres. This flexibility, combined with his attacking flair, makes him a nightmare for opposition defences. What sets Munster apart is his big game temperament. He consistently steps up in crucial moments, whether it's for the Storm, Queensland in State of Origin, or Australia in international matches. Now, let's dive deeper into one of the NRL's true superstars, Nathan Cleary of the Penrith Panthers. Cleary signed a massive 5-year extension with Penrith in 2022, a deal reportedly worth around $1.3 million per season. This contract not only made him one of the highest paid players in Panthers history, but also one of the top earners in the entire NRL. But Cleary is far more than just a great kicker. His game management is exceptional. He has an innate ability to control the tempo of a match, knowing when to speed things up and when to slow them down. This football IQ, combined with his composure under pressure, makes him the ideal halfback to steer a team around the park. What sets Cleary apart from many other playmakers is his goal kicking. He's one of the most accurate kickers in the game, often proving the difference in tight matches. But Cleary's worth to the Panthers goes beyond just his brilliance. He's the conductor of the Panthers orchestra, the player who makes everything tick. His combination with 5'8" Jerome Luai has become one of the most feared halves pairings in the NRL. Finally, let's turn our attention to one of the most electrifying and top earners in the NRL, Kalyn Ponga of the Newcastle Knights. Ponga signed a massive contract extension with the Knights in 2022, keeping him at the club until the end of 2027. This deal is reportedly worth around $1.4 million per year, making him one of the highest paid players in the NRL. His ball-playing skills have developed significantly since he joined the Knights. He's become adept at putting his outside backs into space, adding another dimension to Newcastle's attack. Of course, Ponga's primary position is fullback, and he's one of the best in the business. His positional play in defence has improved dramatically, and he's become much more reliable under the high ball. Ponga's value to the Knights goes beyond just his on-field performances. He's become the face of the franchise, a player who puts bums on seats and sells jerseys. For a team like Newcastle, having a marquee player of Ponga's calibre is invaluable. And there you have it, folks. We've just taken a deep dive into the world of the NRL's top earners for 2024. From the electric footwork of Kalyn Ponga to the tactical brilliance of Nathan Cleary, we've seen that these players aren't just collecting big paychecks, they're changing the game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time.